Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Tom.
And this is the Park Bench.
There is still a robin bouncing around, there is still a jogger doing circles, and there is still a hole in this bench.
I just waved at him and he completely ignored me.
The jogger, that is not
the entire way going up to us and around the corner.
You just kept waving.
On to the content.
Yes!
Have you ever noticed before that I like cameras?
I have noticed that, Matt.
I got a new one.
Yes, you did. I only know that because you posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, and you probably know too because.
Shall I hold the mic for this one?
Yeah.
All right. Very carefully, I will hold the mic just about that.
Hang on.
That's a camera.
I've always wanted an instant camera.
All right.
I have never bothered getting one because they were too expensive.
Yes.
And the ones I've played with just had no control.
Yeah.
It just fires the flash, it takes a photo, and everything's blurry and too bright.
I was given one as a birthday present when I was young enough that digital cameras weren't a thing.
Yeah.
And I remember getting it and go, oh, this is lovely, because it was just a regular Polaroid. You would put a stack of film in, you would click the button, and it would, and oh, that's nice. And then I realised how expensive it was every time you click the button, because Polaroid film is, well, certainly then was really expensive. It's like, do I want to pay probably about £1 every time I take a photo that I'm not sure about?
Yeah.
No, not really. So I used up that film. And then it never got used again. Apart from the ability to suddenly, because it had a flash on it, charge it up and sort of blind people for a couple of seconds. That was useful. But that's my whole experience. So I didn't know there was anything like what you've got.
So I used disposable cameras a lot. Are they still a thing? Do I need to explain them?
I think you can give it 10 seconds, but I think
you can buy a cheapy plastic camera that comes with the film. You don't take it apart for filming or anything. You just take the entire thing to a photo development shop. What are they called? I've forgotten.
Good point, but let's go with Photoshop.
Let's not hand it to them, and they hand you back some photos. And
yes, except now they email you a link to them.
Not when I did it the other day.
Oh, okay. That was an option wherever I went a couple of years ago with one.
I always used to get my photos on a floppy disk as well as a
wow, okay,
as well as prints, or on a CD a bit later on. But yeah, I've always wanted an instant camera, and there is a hipster wave at the moment of instant cameras being a thing. I'm going to mention some brand names here. This isn't sponsored, but not in the slightest. And the Instax cameras by Fujifilm are the range that are in all the shops. And they make a big, chunky, brightly coloured one.
Okay. And
that's about £75-80 in all of the hipster shops.
I mean, I'd say that's a lot of money for a camera, but we're in a world where people have 500, 600 quid cameras in their pocket as part of their phone.
Yeah, but you've already got that.
Yeah.
This is another thing on top.
Yes.
And the way they work is they take a film cartridge. I'm not unwrapping this one because it's ready to go.
That's reasonable. I'm going to try and also get a close-up of that. There we go. Carry on.
And this has 10 shots of film in it. So in the olden days, when I was younger, the film rolls I used could take 36 shots, whereas these can take about 10.
And how much do they cost?
In the shops, I think it's about £10.
So it is about £1 a photo?
It works about £1 a photo.
Which, when you're used to taking 500 very quickly on this, is...
Sorry, I've just dropped my photos. There we go, I dropped my photos. There we go.
Right.
So it works out about £1 a photo, which is a bit much, I've always thought. And the cameras were always quite expensive, and they're huge.
Yeah.
The original Polaroid instant cameras this is the size of the photos that they take now. The original Polaroids were about that big.
You want to show that over here?
I'll do it with a photo that was good.
Oh, that's quite a nice photo there.
So I took a very touristy photo.
Yeah,
so the old ones were about that big.
Yeah.
And that made the camera even bigger than this huge thing.
Yeah.
But something changed. I decided.
Yes.
A couple of months ago. I'm an adult now.
Yes.
I can just buy things.
You have a job.
I thought, fine, I'll just buy one. And I did some research.
Yep.
And the big, chunky, bright coloured one isn't the only one they make. They make this.
right.
which is the Instax Mini 90. And the reason I liked the look of this was that it has options. So the other cameras, you can turn them on and then take a picture.
It's got a little pop-out lens and everything. All right.
But this one has settings. You can turn the flash off when you want to, rather than when it wants to. And it's got some exposure settings in it and a macro button.
Ooh, okay.
The other ones don't have a macro button. They have a fixed focus, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
About that far away.
Because that's what most people are going to be taking with them.
Which is just further away than a selfie.
Ah, okay.
They sell a crappy little plastic thing that you can shove over the top, which
Right.
turns it into a selfieable thing, but that more crap you have to carry around. And this thing, because it's not chunky to look like a kid's toy, it's slightly smaller. And because I'm a large man with large pockets, this fits in my pocket.
Right.
There was a downside, though.
What's that?
The retail price of this, £120.
That is too much.
But I found a place called eBay.
So I realised that I was kind of setting up like we're doing the Who's Line infomercial gag there. Or an actual infomercial, but let's be honest, we're not qualified for that.
No, we're not.
120 quid and you got on eBay.
Yeah, for about 2/3 of the price.
Are you planning to sell it on eBay for about the same amount when you get tired of it?
When I get bored of it, yeah. And most of the cheapy plasticky ones go for about not cheapy plastic. The model below this in the line go for about £55-60 on eBay from what I saw, which is only a tenner's difference.
Yeah.
For something that has been used at a wedding. Because, to be honest, that's where all of these are getting used. They'll have them for one day of a wedding for a nice keepsake, which is a great idea.
Yeah.
But, and then get sold on eBay.
Yeah, that's about right.
So I got it.
So what are the what are the pictures like?
They're pretty good. I started off with a selfie. We're being approached.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Again, I'm James. I think I'm here for the audition.
Not us.
Not us.
Is that not you?
That's not us. We're just recording a thing for YouTube.
Good luck with it.
Thank you.
Good
Good luck with the audition.
Good luck with the audition.
you.
That is unfortunately not here.
It just looks like
Yeah, it really
sorry.
does, doesn't it?
the location is this green.
I haven't seen anyone else with a camera in this area of the park.
See, that's why I came.
Is
to
it
you
definitely
guys.
this bit of the park? Because it's a big park.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe I should. Give
There's
it
a bit on the other side of that wall, there's a bit on the other side of that building, and there's another bit further than that.
Oh God. All right.
Good luck with the audition, man.
Yeah, sorry for this.
That's quite all right.
fine.
We'll keep all this in. That's a man called James who's on his way to an audition in this park.
Good luck, James.
Good luck, James.
So I started off with a selfie.
Yep. I'll get close-ups of all these later.
And they're on my Instagram.
Okay, I'll rip them off his Instagram later.
I got a selfie.
Yeah.
And it worked out all right.
All right.
I just let it do its own thing in auto. I pressed the macro button because the camera's close to my face.
Because he's got a big face.
I have got a big face. And it came out great.
Yeah.
And then I thought I would try something else on my way into work. I took the most touristy photo I could,
That's
which is
reasonable,
of a
yes.
Piccadilly Circus tube sign.
Yep.
And that came out all right as well. Turned the flash off on that one.
Yep.
Because I didn't need a flash for it.
Yep.
And hoped the exposure would come out right.
Yep.
It did. Then I tried something slightly harder.
All right.
There is a stereotypical tourist photo of the tube entering the tube tunnel where it's slightly blurred.
Oh,
that
yes.
kind of thing.
Yes.
And I was downstairs inside.
Yep.
Because the tube.
Yep. But you
So-
can turn the flash off so you won't irritate every announcer, everything in the system.
And the driver.
Yep.
So I turned the flash off.
Yes.
I thought-
Don't take flash photography on the tube.
No. And then I thought, well, it's a bit dark in here because we're
Yep.
underground. It's dimly lit. So I used the make it lighter button. They don't call it exposure compensation. They call it light plus, and dark.
Right, yeah.
From
that's
what I found out,
That's exposure compensation.
Yeah. So I put it on light.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this.
Ah,
So what I've done there is it's up the shutter speed.
yes.
Lowered the shutter speed.
Yes.
And all I've got is lighty blurs. You can.
I mean, they're artistic
You can-
lighty blurs, don't get me wrong.
You can work
But I'm
out
not
the
entirely sure which way up
platform.
that photo should be.
I am. That's the tube platform there. There you
Oh,
go. And then that's
okay.
the train, and then I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, all right. I think that's you putting the camera away after you thought it had finished the thing and getting the light.
You know what? It probably is. I need to do some more reading. But the fact that it can make this kind of mistake means it can actually do things.
Yes.
It's just I haven't worked out how to use it.
Is it still weird to have to pay £1 every shot? Because I just can't get my head around. Oh, that's £1. Oh, that's £1.
I did some vague maths.
Right. Vague maths. Sorry, I got a little bit of man's not hot going on in my head there. Carry on. 2 plus 2 is vague maths.
I'm keeping my jacket on.
Yes,
your arm keeps coming closer and closer.
But you can just tell me to put the mic down as opposed to trying to do it subtly. It won't work.
So it doesn't cost £1 a photo.
Right.
I found my film on eBay again.
Yep.
And it was about 25 quid for 40 shots.
Okay.
Which I think works out at about 60p.
Yeah.
Per photo. And for rendering, that's about 60 cents or 60 euro cents.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, whenever I developed a film camera, I would always go for the 1 hour photo because I'm lazy.
Yes.
You take it in to the shop, you come back an hour later and they give it to you, or you can wait a week. No, I'll just pay the £15 for the 1 hour turnaround.
Oh, okay.
And then when you've paid £5 for the film,
it's about the same.
That's 20 quid for 36 shots.
Yeah, right.
Which is 58p, I think, I worked out.
Yeah.
It's about the same.
Psychologically, it's different because it's a shorter pack for me versus I've got some film somewhere and, I can put that in.
And part of this economy is based on eBay.
Yes.
Where prices will fluctuate, and I've had to buy in mini bulk.
Yeah.
The strange thing was 40 worked out cheaper per shot than buying 100.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not going to buy 100 because I don't know how soon I'm going to get bored of this. But
if there's one of these on eBay soon, it might be this one.
But
yeah.
And I think now's probably a good time to take a selfie of us on camera.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
wait
go
for it to develop.
Go for it.
This says it's got 7 shots left in it.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
I don't know where I'm aiming this or anything.
Your hand covered the flash
Yeah, it did there.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn the flash off.
All right. But fortunately, your hand covered it, so...
But unlike other film cameras, we'll be able to see how this turned out in a couple of minutes.
Unfortunately, that's the end of the video, so we'll come back to you with the results of that in a moment. I'm now going to do a slow-mo fight scene with you. I'm going to look round at you, act extremely offended.
So I'm going to... Would you like a hand up?
Yeah, thanks.
All right. What it looks like.
Yeah, good. We're good.
3,
We're good.
2, 1.
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
I still think you could get a better shot if you just held it up like a smartphone camera.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't got this for selfies because I'm not that hipster. But I like to experiment with different ways. Yeah. A way of helping creativity is by constraining.
Yes.
Yourself.
Like sitting on a park bench every time.
Exactly.